Join us today for a tour of Allure of the Seas, and at the end of the video, we'll share prices of their excursions. On Deck 3 is the gangway where you get off the ship at ports. Also, the medical facility is on Deck 3. And the other end of the ship is the American Icon Grill, which is one of the main restaurants. We did not eat there. Deck 4 was the Amber Theater where you could go to see shows. Also, we met there before we took our excursion. Also on Deck 4 was the Casino Royale, which was the place where you could go to gamble. We walked in, took some video, took some pictures, and that is the last that we were in there. We're not gamblers, so this did not interest us whatsoever. Plus, there was a lot of smoke down there. I guess you were allowed to smoke in the casino, and that gives both of us a headache, so we didn't spend much time down there. Also on Deck 4 was Studio B, where you could go and see shows. You could also ice skate here right in the arena. The other end of the ship on Deck 4 was the Grand Restaurant. This was one of the main dining rooms, and we ate here the second day. This was the one that was assigned to us. On Deck 5, you could find the running track, which ran all around the perimeter of the ship on Deck 5. Also, the Silk Restaurant was located on Deck 5. This is the restaurant we ate at the first night. We loved it. Deck 5 is also known as the Promenade. This is one of the main gathering places on board the ship. This is where we came aboard the ship. When we boarded right on Deck 5, right in the heart of the Promenade. The Promenade has a bar called the Rising Tide Bar, and on this bar you could make reservations to sit there, and it rises up to the 8th floor, leaving a beautiful waterfall behind. You'll also find lots of entertainment. On Deck 6, you would find the spa and the fitness center. And on the other end of the ship, you would find the aqua theater and the boardwalk. Look how massive this ship is. We recommend, if you're going on this ship, to download the app, and it will give you a deck-by-deck plan of what is on each deck. This way you can familiarize yourself with the ship before you even get on board. The boardwalk was definitely a gathering place. There were so many activities and things to do right here along the boardwalk. We loved walking out here at night. Against that dark sky, these lights were so beautiful. On deck 7, you could find the 2 rock climbing walls. There was one on one side of the ship and one on the other, and this was the back side of the ship. Deck 8 was also known as Central Park, and this is a view of Central Park taken from above the higher decks. We took a walk down in the Central Park area, and it was so pretty. It has a lot of specialty restaurants that you can go and eat. These are not included in the price of your ticket. You have to pay for these restaurants separately. We didn't eat there because we thought we paid enough for our ticket. We didn't want to pay extra for our food. But this area was very beautiful at night, all lit up as well. And also on this deck, this is where the rising tide bar comes up to this 8th level, and then you can get off. Central Park was another great area for people to come and just hang out. It was a lot quieter down here than on some of the other decks of the ship. Deck 14 has a sun deck and also is a kids area. There's a lot of activities there that the kids can do. I would have to say, if you get bored on this ship, it would be your own fault because there are so many activities everywhere to do. On the front side of the ship on deck 15 is the solarium. We spent a lot of time in this area. It's all glassed in. It's the front of the ship. There are so many chairs lined up that you can sit there and relax. We came down here a lot just to see what was going on. There were several hot tubs in this area. There was also a little bistro where we ate. This was a very quiet area because children weren't allowed in the solarium. This is the little bistro where we ate our lunch. It was air conditioned inside there. We came to the solarium on most evenings to watch the sunset. On the back side of this ship on deck 16 was the Windjammer marketplace. And this is where you could go to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We only ate breakfast here. We ate here twice. We never ate dinner here because we always ate in the main dining room. On this day that we filmed in here, we were the very first ones here in the morning. So we got to film without getting a lot of people in the shots. They have everything you can think of and then some for breakfast. It was absolutely wonderful. It was a buffet style. Some people ate here for dinner because they didn't like to go to the main dining room. We, however, liked the dining room experience. They also had omelets. You could get them specially made or eat the ones that they had already made up. On this same deck on the back of the ship, they had 2 lowriders where you could go and surf on board ship. This was the Wipeout bar on the same deck. She was coming in hot. Next, we take you to Deck 9. This is where our stateroom was located. We're going to let you look around our stateroom so that you know what to expect if you ever take a trip on this ship. We had always had a balcony or a porthole whenever we have gone on a cruise. We've never had an inside stateroom, so we didn't know what to expect. But here we are, Deck 9, Room 537. We were pleasantly surprised with the size of our stateroom. They had a king-size bed, a little seating area, a desk, a nice-sized closet. It was everything that we needed. It wasn't huge, but it was more than what we were expecting. They had a full-length mirror just outside the bathroom, which was great for formal night. To be honest, this was a short cruise, so we didn't even miss the balcony or the porthole because we weren't in our room all that much, except to sleep. The bathroom was small, but it was your typical bathroom on a cruise ship. It was big enough. It wasn't anything to write home about. But like I said, it was a typical cruise ship bathroom. Next, we'll share some prices of the excursions when we went on our trip. As you can see, some of these are very pricey. We didn't go for the pricier ones. We thought they were very expensive. The ones that we chose were more reasonably priced, and we highly recommend them. This is what we paid for 2 of them, and this is what we paid for the one at Nassau. If you would like to see more of our videos, click the video that just popped up on your screen.